A mastermind is when a small group of people come together to serve, support, grow, and evolve for themselves and each other. It can be any format, it can be any time length, it can be any topic, any of those pieces. So it takes care of an incredible breadth. And it is one of those pieces that the core idea is for people to stand for the best in one another, even when they don't necessarily get it themselves. So think of it as I teach it, it is a combination of support group, education, and network, where each individual opens up their network, their resources, their experience, and their wisdom for the good of the entire group. So it is one of the fastest and easiest ways to leapfrog and leverage relationships and experience so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, start all over, figure out stuff from scratch. And I think that's the key piece. Long answer, but here's the short version of it. A community of people that help each other leapfrog and bend time to create the results and the experiences that they want in their life. Now, the masterminds that I personally like the best, please understand just my bias, is where I can actually get in a room, see, touch, feel, connect with other people in a very physical format. Now, I've also done a bunch of them online using things like Zoom and Google Hangouts and all of those pieces, which is, I actually think we're getting into the golden age of mastermind, because instead of having to rely on our geographic area, we can connect with our tribe globally. So I do both, but there are versions of masterminds in Facebook groups, in email, Google, sort of like bulletin board processes. There is no limit to it. The part I like the best, and one of the things I think is the easiest for people to adopt, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a consultant, if you're a subject matter expert, is just a handful of 8 to 12 people committing to get together on a regular basis, serving, supporting each other to grow with a facilitated structure. And this is the key that makes most masterminds either epically powerful or god-awful and painful, with a professional leader and facilitator who understands what it means to manage, create, and guide a group like this.
Awesome. So a mastermind is so valuable to us as entrepreneurs to be a part of, so that we can really harness that third mastermind, if I understand correctly. Now, how, in addition to that, as entrepreneurs in growing our business beyond the personal development, how can we use masterminds for our clients?
Well, here I'm going to go a little on an angle here for a brief moment, actually. So top of the list is this. I have a fervent belief that all of us, if we are a coach, if we're an entrepreneur, if we're a trainer, if we have intellectual property, any of those sorts of things, Nicole, I think that every one of us should both be in mastermind groups and we should lead mastermind groups. So the purpose of that, simply put, is for me to be on my learning edge and engaging and growing and evolving. And then I should be leading that, I'm going to say a similar type, but we should be leading a mastermind for our elite clients. We should be leading a mastermind for people who want the next step and stage. We should be leading masterminds to create community. We should be leading masterminds to help the implementation of our concepts, tools, processes that we teach. Because the honest to God truth is that knowledge and education, and they're short of brain surgery, there is nothing on planet Earth that we can't look up in Google and find out what we should be doing. The world does not need more information. What people require is community, support, structure to manage the ups and the downs, to actually implement and become and live those ideas. And that's why I really believe everybody should be in and leading their own masterminds. And it's a beautiful way to add a ton of value to your tribe and a ton of profit to your bottom line.
Wow, I love that. Now, can we talk a little bit about the difference? Because I know that a lot of people are using the term mastermind nowadays in marketing, and it's not necessarily what you teach, and it's not necessarily what Napoleon Hill had in mind. And I so appreciate how passionate you are about getting a true mastermind concept out there. So can we talk about the difference between a group program and what a true mastermind is?
Yes, and let's be clear about this. There are lots of people calling their, quote, high-level programs masterminds that aren't. It's 150 people in a room with a coach or a trainer or a guru at the front telling them what the hell they should do, with a 4-second conversation with somebody else in the room. That is large group training. That is not a mastermind. The core idea of a mastermind is that I'm going to say the majority of the experience or content is driven and contributed by its members, not by the mastermind leader. And when that happens, it's that sort of trifecta when it comes together in a small group of people that we can have real intimate connections with, magic happens. And, the big idea is there a leader who's doing a bunch of teaching? It's probably training. Is there means and mechanics for us as a group to genuinely and truly connect at a deep level? Now we're heading more towards the mastermind process.